Okay, hello Camelot families. We are doing this really awkward training video so that we can get you all trained on the home study process or on the time study process as conveniently as possible. So first I'm going to talk about the purpose of the time study, and then we'll talk about how to do the paperwork. So I know a lot of you were kind of nervous. I know the random time study log seemed a little cumbersome. But we will all get through this together. So let's first talk about the timeline. All foster parents that have foster care placements in their home will do the time study. It begins Sunday, May 7th at midnight, and it will finish at midnight on Saturday, May 13th. So you'll complete the form, and then you will turn them into your nearest Camelot office by 5:30 on Monday the 15th. You may fax them as long as you confirm that the fax was received. So the purpose of the time study is to secure federal funding dollars for foster parents, for foster care workers, for our foster care program. It is coming on the heels of a raise in rates for the Camelot foster families. There will be a $5 increase on all levels. So there is some good news in conjunction with the need to do this. This is mandatory for all foster parents who have kids in their home. So let's go ahead and jump in. If you fall in that category, let's go ahead and jump in and talk about how to complete the time study. So there will be one copy of the random day log time study form that one adult in the home will complete from each family. So you receive this in the mail. If you have it, go ahead and grab it. Pause me and go grab it so that you can follow along with us. If you don't, pause me and shoot me an email or give me a phone call, and we will get another copy to you so that you can follow along and start this on the 7th. So let's talk about completing the top of the box, preparing the form for completion. So this is the only box on top that you will complete. You will skip the program type and you will skip the staff category. The top box, we will only require name of agency, skip name of program, skip contract number. We will fill that in for you. And then do name of person completing the log. That would be your name. And the title of the person would be foster parent. So that won't change. And then once the form is completed, you'll initial and date. Okay, hopefully that was clear for everybody. So how do we do the study? The charts are broken up into 7 days with 15-minute increments for 24 hours each day. So I'm going to hold this a little bit closer. You can see there's the date, and then you have 12 a.m. on top, and you'll go through the entire a.m. period, and then 12 p.m. on the bottom, and you'll go through the whole 12 p.m. period. Foster parents will record their activities using letter codes. They are listed out at the bottom, and we'll go through together on this video and define each one. You'll only use codes A, D, E, and F. And I've actually highlighted the codes you will use. You are welcome to highlight those on your sheet. A, D, E, and F. I hope you guys can see that clearly. So when you wake up Sunday morning, you'll go back and you're going to start your log at 12 a.m. I pray most of you have been sleeping, so it'll be the sleep code. And you'll go back and you'll fill that in until you've woken up. And then you'll complete your 15-minute increments throughout the day. All right, so let's define the codes together. Code A, you'll fill in these little boxes with a letter. So there'll be 4 for every hour. Code A, when do you use code A? Code A refers to activities of rest and or separation from the children and the household and kind of care of the home. So it's anything that you do that's a break from caring for the kids and the family in the house. No kids involved. So some examples of this code. Code A would be going to work, if you go out and volunteer, if you have a girls' night, a guys' night, if you have a date night. If you go to the spa. What? There's time for that. If you go shopping, if you watch TV alone, if you're eating out without the children, all of those would be code A. The next code you'll use, remember you won't use B and C. Those apply to staff, not foster parents. Code D refers to anything that is involved in care and maintenance, supervision of the family and household, but it won't involve direct interaction with the children. The kids may be home, but you're not interacting with them, but most likely it's going to be activities that don't involve direct interaction with the children, but takes care of the home. So examples of this would be like when you're sleeping, when you're cooking, when you're doing shopping for groceries or clothes for the kids, if you're doing housework, laundry, paying bills, when you're at foster parent training. So those are just some examples of the code. Now, when you're in doubt, when you're not sure if it's A or D, default to code D. That would be anything you're doing to maintain your home and your family, to keep things running, but you're not actually interacting with the children. Code E includes just one activity. That's when you're doing foster parent paperwork, like behavior logs, allowance forms, med logs, or any paperwork filled out pertaining to foster care with a child. Code F is the one that you will use most frequently. Code F refers to everything you do for the kids when you're working with them, or when you're working with them, interacting with them, or when you're in their presence. So this is the times that you're with them and ensuring health, safety, and just providing for their well-being. Examples of this might be getting them ready in the morning or at bedtime, watching them during chores or playtime, when you're feeding them, when you're eating with them, maybe when you're running errands with them or taking them to appointments. If you're disciplining the children, teaching them life skills, redirecting them. When you're helping with homework, or if you're going to church with them, driving them, taking them to visits, anytime that you're, just interacting with the kids, you're going to choose F. Okay? Similarly, if you're not sure if the code falls under D or F, just gauge it by, are the children present? If they are, default to code F. Okay? So those are hopefully all the codes you'll have to keep up with. Of course, we want to keep it as simple as possible. If you're not exactly sure where an activity falls, just choose the letter that's closest. Camelot actually will not be reviewing these for accuracy. We'll make sure that the form is completed, but they get sent on, to the state, to the central office. We're not using them to audit or gauge your productivity. We just want to make sure that the forms are completed in full. If you have questions, of course, you can get in contact with me, Christy, Michelle, Susan, any of the licensing staff, or your in-home counselors trained on it as well, and they can possibly help you. Turning the form in. So once the week is completed, you're going to add up all your A's, D's, E's, and F's, and you're going to put the totals at the bottom of the page in the section called Total Units row. I'm going to try and show that to you this way. See that total unit? So you're going to have all your A's across all 7 days, and then all your D's, E's, and F's. And you're going to put those down there, and then you'll turn the form in to the Camelot staff that very next Monday. We don't have a lot of turnaround time, so Monday 5:15. If you cannot bring it in, then you can fax it, but you do need to contact us or get a phone call from us by 5:30 confirming that it was received. Faxes can be troublesome coming through sometimes. Our fax number is 865-481-0319. I have these training packets and a PowerPoint available that I can email to everyone. I also will have these available in the office. We can do one-on-one trainings in the office if you're feeling like you might need a little bit more explanation on the time study to get a little bit more comfortable with it. Again, we absolutely need everyone to participate that has current foster care kids in the home. I do have one more announcement. The May training is canceled. It will be replaced by the Foster Parent Appreciation Picnic, which looks like it'll actually probably be in June, but we're working on determining the date and time. I appreciate everybody's time and hard work on this. We know that you guys are very busy, and this is just another piece of paperwork to add to your burden. but it is important, and those federal dollars do trickle down to help you guys take care of the kids. So there are some benefits in it for you. All right, thank you very much. Take care.